Hi students, this is Prashant Stawarmat. Welcome back to the chapter Real Numbers Class 10 Mathematics. We already studied your previous class, that is first theorem, that is Euclid's division lemma, and second one is fundamental theorem of arithmetic, and we have to now study that the theorem 1.3, that in theorem 1.3 this states that let P be a prime number, let P be a prime number, let P be a prime number if P divides a square, if P divides a square, if P divides a square, then P divides A, where A is any positive integer. Okay, it's the statement of let P be a prime number if P divides a square, then P divides A, where A is any positive integer. Okay, let us see this statement. According to this statement, see A is equals to P1, P2 to the Pn. See where P1, P2, Pn are prime numbers. Okay, prime numbers. Now, if you multiply that A into A, means that we can write that P1, P2 dash Pn into P1, P2 dash Pn. Okay. A into A means that we can write this as. Now A into A means A square. A into A means A square. This we can write as P1 into P1, P1 square, P2 into P2, P2 square, up to Pn into Pn, Pn square. Okay. This is the about statement that shows, and we have to see some examples also. Let us take example as 81. This 81 we can write in the form of 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. 3 3 is 9, 3 3 is 9, 9 9 is 81. Okay. 3 3 is 9, 3 3 is 9, and 9 into 9 that becomes 81. Okay. This gives 81. Remember that, and this 81 we can write as 9 square also. Means 9 square also we can write. See, this shows that P be a prime number. If P divides A square means 9 square. I have taken 9 square now. 9 square, and that divides from 3 means. It's 9 square divides from 3 means. And the same 9 will also divided by 3, means A square is divided by P, means A will also divide P, means here P is a prime number. We have considered that P is a prime number, and 9 square means A square, that divides P means 3, and 9 means A, that also divides by 3, means that P be a prime number if P divides A square, means 3 divides 9 square, then P divides A, means then 3 divides 9. When 3 is going to divide 9 square, means 3 also divides 9, where A is any positive integer, means this should be any positive integer. Okay. This is about theorem 1.3. Let us move towards theorem 1.4. On the base of this theorem 1.3, we will solve that. We should have to prove that theorem 1.4, that is root 2 is irrational. We have to prove on the base of this theorem only root 2 is irrational. Very simple. This theorem is that any positive integer a that if a square is there means that is divided by p. If a, then a is also divided by p. That means 9 square is divided by 3 means 9 will obviously 9 will also divided by 3 only. Okay, this means that. Okay. Next we will move towards theorem 1.4, that is root 2 is irrational. In theorem 1.4 we need to prove that root 2 is irrational. Root 2 is irrational. See, you students know that all that any prime number comes under root, that comes in under root means that number is irrational. Okay, that we need to prove on the basis of theorem 1.3. Let us start that. Let us assume that to the contrary, see, let us assume to the contrary that root 2 is rational. That root 2 is rational. See here, one more thing I have to say. Let us assume to the contrary. The word contrary means opposes. Means this statement that root 2 is rational. The root 2 is actually root 2 is irrational. But this contrary means this, that root 2 is rational, that will oppose. Means let us assume to the contrary means to the oppose with what is that? Means that is root 2 is rational. Means actually root 2 is not rational. Root 2 is irrational. Just we are assuming that. Just we are considering that root 2 is rational number. So if root 2 is rational means, then we can write it in the form of a by b. A by b means what is the definition or what is the statement or condition of the rational number? If a number is represented or expressed in the form of p by q. P by q means now I have expressed in the form of a divided by b. That is expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers. Where p and q are integers, q is not equals to 0. This is the condition of rational number. So I have taken that root 2. We have, according to the contradiction method, we have assumed that, let us assume to the contrary that root 2 is rational. Okay, root 2 is rational. Now we have considered that root 2 is rational means the condition of rational number, that is that we can express it in the form of p by q. We have expressed that in the form of p by q means a by b. In the form of a by b. See, where a and b are co-primes. Where a and b are co-primes. Okay, a and b both are co-primes. Okay, I will just take this right hand side to left hand side, that is b. If it in right hand side it is in the form of division, means if you take two left hand side means it becomes multiplication, that b into root 2 is equals to a. B into root 2 is equals to a. Next, squaring both sides. Squaring both sides. Okay. B root 2 whole square is equals to a square. Now, b square root 2 into square, root 2 square means square root cancels. I will write this 2 here. Okay. 2b square. Next, a square. Okay, 2b square a square. See students, in theorem 1.3, if p be a prime number, a square divides b divides a square, and again a is also divisible by p. Means a square is divisible by p as well as a is divisible by p. As soon as, see here, this 2 comes to RHS side, means that divides, that a square is divisible by 2. That becomes a square is divisible by 2. So I will write here one statement that a square is divisible by 2. A square is divisible by 2. Therefore, a is also divisible by 2. A is also divisible by 2. Okay. Next, consider this as equation 1. Okay, consider this as equation 1. Now A is also divisible by B, means I will take that A is equals to 2C. Here C is any integer. C is any integer. See, A is equals to 2C, means A is equals to 2C, means I will just put this A value in this side, then it becomes 2B square is equals to, instead of A I am writing 2C, means 2C whole square. 2C whole square, that as it is 2B square, 2 into 2, 4, 2 square means it becomes 4C square. 2 1s are 2, 2s are, then it becomes B square is equals to 2C square. B square is equals to 2C square. See again, this B square, if I take from RHS side to LHS, means it becomes B square divisible by 2. B square divisible by 2. So I will write a condition of theorem 1.3, that is B square is divisible. B square is divisible by 2. Therefore, B is also divisible by 2, and I will write this as equation 2. See, both A square and B square both will be divisible by 2, means okay, by 1 and 2. A and B having common factors 2. A and B having common factors 2. See students, if A and B having common factors 2 means A and B both are composite numbers. Because what is composite number? Composite number means other than, common factors having other than 1. Other than 1 means if it having the common factor 1 means that is a prime number. In prime number, common factors have 1. If A and B both are having common factors 2 means they are, A and B both are composite numbers. Hence A and B are composite numbers. A and B both are composite numbers. If A and B both are composite number means, therefore, this contradicts the fact A and B both having the common factors that are 2. Hence A and B are composite numbers. This contradiction has arisen because of this contradiction has arisen because this contradiction. See, this contradiction I have told, this contradiction means that the contrary, contradiction means that is opposes this. But this contradiction has arisen because of our incorrect assumption. See, of our incorrect assumption Incorrect assumption. What we have assumed that, let we have assumed that to the contrary that root 2 is rational. Means we have assumed that root 2 is rational. But this contradiction has arisen because of our incorrect assumption, that is root 2 is that root 2 is rational. That root 2 is rational. This we have been assumed that, means that our assumption is that root 2 is rational. First only we have assumed that. Assume means assumption. Our assumption has been that our assumption is incorrect. So we conclude that root 2 is irrational. See how it is. Root 2 is irrational. Again, just we have assumed that root 2 is rational. For that only we have considered that root 2 is equals to a by b, where a and b both are co-primes, means and a and b are both are integers, and b is not equals to 0. And I have taken this b to this side, means from LHS from RHS to LHS, and this multiplies to root 2. B into root 2 is equals to a. I have squaring both sides. Then b root 2 whole square is equals to a square. Then b square as it is, root 2 square means square root and cancels, root 2 as it is equals to a square. Here a square is divisible by 2, means a is also divisible by 2 according to theorem 1.3. Then I have considered that a is equals to 2c. See, if any number, just I will if any number that divides by 2 means that we can able to multiply with 2 also. For example, 2 into 1 is 2 and 2 into 2 is 4, and this we can divide by 2 also, this also we can divide by 2. So I have considered that a is equals to 2c, means 2 into 1, 2 into 2 or 2 into 3, 2 into 4, whatever it may be. Where c is any integer, then the value of a I have put in the equation 1, that becomes 2b square is equals to whole 2c whole square. Then 2b square is equals to 4c square, where 2 ones are 2 2s are 4, b square is equals to 2c square, that becomes b square is equals to 2c square. Again, according to the theorem 1.3, b square is divisible by 2 also, b is also divisible by 2, that I have taken as equation 2. By equation 1 and 2, a and b having common factors 2. I have told you before only, which having other than 1, that numbers, common factors having other than 1, that numbers we will call as composite numbers, which having the common factor 1 means that is prime number. Hence a and b are composite numbers. This contradiction means this opposes has arisen because of our incorrect assumption. We have incorrectly assumed that root 2 is rational. So we conclude that root 2 is irrational.